What is up, everyone? It is XGen Predator here, and well, I got some Call of Duty Black Ops, and this video isn't necessarily going to be about Black Ops, Call of Duty in general. So I was recently watching a video from Next Gen Tactics, and they were talking about quick scoping and how in the alpha gameplay I saw it too, in a different video though, that in Battlefield 3 that there was people quickscoping, and what came to question is, would that ruin the game, and is it intentional? Is it going to be fixed? And you know what, I thought I'd throw my 2 cents in there, because you know, one of the main examples that he gave for having quickscopers in, that the reason that they try to promote it or get it in is to get a bigger audience, and I understand that. And the main target, he said, was Call of Duty players, and that got me thinking, you know, what makes someone a Call of Duty player? What makes them a Battlefield player? Because whenever I go play Battlefield, I know one of Nick's old members called me I think he called me a Call of Duty player, I don't remember, but the topic came up that, you know, who's a Call of Duty player, and personally, I don't think you can really categorize everyone, because I know in the FPS world, you got your Call of Duty players, you got your Battlefield players, and then, you know, not a lot of people recognize it, but there are Gears of War players. A couple of my friends are doing that. They're hardcore Gears of War fans. They don't really care about Call of Duty. And, you know, for me, I've owned Gears of War 1, Gears of War 2. I've owned Battlefield Bad Company 2, Battlefield Bad Company 1. I think I had another one for the PC. I don't remember which one it was, but I'm pretty sure it was another Battlefield game. I own Medal of Honor, and I've owned every single Call of Duty since Call of Duty 2, which is the earliest one I have. So, literally, you can't really categorize me in any of those. I mean, I might post Call of Duty, I might play Call of Duty more. The fact being is I hopped on Battlefield 2 late, even though I had, not too late, but I entered it late, even though I'm still decent at it, but I just don't play it as much, because a lot of people don't want to play it. But, you know, I have enjoyed it. Medal of Honor, I got it kind of early, and I still play that. But, you know, would quickscoping ruin it? I mean, to me, when you go into Battlefield and you see a bushwookie or something, you know, the Battlefield players tend to blame Call of Duty players. But I have friends who don't like Call of Duty at all, and when they play Battlefield, that's their objective, is to just snipe in their spawn. So, would that make them a Call of Duty player? I mean, in a sense, I mean, those are Battlefield players to me. If you were to categorize them, if you had to, and again, I think that's just too wide, because they do play more, but their play style suits Battlefield more. And with them sitting and sniping, to me it makes sense that they would do that, and people always categorize. And when I'm playing Battlefield, you know, do I want quickscoping? Hell no. Straight off the bat, I don't want it. One main reason is it's still in Black Ops, you know. Once Modern Warfare 2 got the montage going and whatnot, people just lost sight of the objectives. They lost sight of winning the game. You know, I understand it's a casual game, but people would just sit there and they would literally throw the game away for everyone else. Like, I had one today. Some kid was doing 360s off of firing range off of the top 10 room, and it's like, bro, we're trying to win a game here. If we would have killed that one person with a tomahawk, we would have tied the game and would have went into overtime in headquarters. But no, the kid just stood there with his like little sniper rifle and jumped off in 360. And you know what? People categorize them as usually younger players, and I have friends that love quickscoping, and all right, that's good for them. But if you're on my team and we're losing, put the sniper rifle down, because that's not going to help us in Call of Duty. But in Battlefield, snipers, we have one. Chris, who is I think still on TSU. I don't know what the deal is with that, but he is an amazing sniper at Battlefield. That's his element, and when you can't really bring that to Call of Duty because of the map size. You know, sniper rifles aren't effective. And so I guarantee you, if you ask him to snipe, you won't see him quickscoping. The reason for that is Battlefield's that realistic that it is ridiculously hard for someone to just say, all right, go quickscope, because that's not what it is. It's pretty hard to no scope too. I've sniped before. I've gotten one quickscope, I think, but it was ridiculous. It was a drag scope, you know. So you really can't say that. I mean, you really can't just implement it in there when the whole Battlefield 3, the Battlefield scene, is making it a war experience. And now people could say, all right, but it's for the gamers, blah, blah, blah. Everyone's supposed to have fun. But what about the developers, you know? Because when you do stuff like quickscoping and whatnot, some developers want it and some people don't. Treyarch hated it. And why? Because it blocked their vision of what the game that they made was supposed to be. And I have someone calling me, and they're cool. So if you heard that, blame Nick and Chris and all them. But yeah, so I just lost my train of thought. But okay, so Treyarch and all them, Battlefield. Yeah, about that. When you have something like that and you're trying to implement it in a game, and you try to block it off, of course you're gonna get negative feedback. No matter what you do, you're gonna get negative feedback. People bitch to Treyarch that they should make it, or Infinity Ward, because Infinity Ward catered towards them. You should make it a snipers only game. Wait, so you're telling me that the Call of Duty franchise, which has set itself on assault rifles and SMGs, is just supposed to switch to sniper rifles only and drop most of their sales for a majority because everyone wants to be like Optic? I mean, I don't know. Tell me, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that sniping should be quickscoping should be allowed in Battlefield 3? Because, you know, personally, it hinders it, and the balance is what the issue is. I wouldn't be surprised if they just put it like it is a little bit possible, but it's ridiculously hard to. But as long as they kept the sniper rifle balanced and it didn't hinder the people that are hard scoping, I wouldn't really care. So yeah, that is gonna wrap up the game in about a couple seconds. Write down in the comments what you think. Don't forget to like. But yeah, tell me if you're a Battlefield player, what you think. You know, just don't come up with these random answers. But you know, that's the way it is. You know, you obviously, everyone wants to play the game they want to. I understand that. But I mean, what is the limit? Do you think quickscoping should be allowed? Does it kill the game? If you're a quickscoper, what brings you joy about it? So yeah, this is XM Predator, and I'm gonna sign out. 25-15, baby. It's all about the W.